Well, hello, my fellow Voice of the Rings members. And today we're going to have a little excursion side list. This will probably not be a normal one. If you've been wondering lately, I've been trying to get videos out, but I did get a little bit sick with something, so been out of it for a few days and haven't really been able to do voiceovers because my voice is messed up. And now my internet's out today, so I'm going to make a little video of a game that doesn't require internet. This is the Total War 2 WarHammer. So, it's a collaboration between the Total War franchise and the WarHammer franchise, and I'm just gonna basically be playing and just having some fun here, and occasionally I'll say some stuff. So, again, if this isn't your kind of video, this won't be my main stuff. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and check out the other content on the playlist, right? On the other playlist is my main stuff, and I'll have more coming out. We're gonna have that November 10th. If you're watching it before November 10th of 2021, we're going to have that Gundabad expansion. That's really exciting. But until that time, we are going to just play this game for a little bit until I get internet back later. And I get my voice back. See, I can only talk about this level. I can't go low or high or anything else. It just doesn't work. It's actually rather exhausting to even talk. So, I will be saying little things here and there, but this is a strategy game, so I'll probably play it for an hour or two. You're welcome to join me with the whole thing. That's fantastic if you want to. If not, just subscribe. Go check out my other plays and my other content. And you guys are all awesome as always. I just thought I'd make something to put up for the next few days since I'm probably not going to be able to a lot this week. So, and I had some energy to even get on my computer to play a game because I have literally just been in bed for 3 days. So, but I am doing better, if you were wondering. And this loading screen takes forever. And see if this even works. Does my camera work? Nope. It is disabled right now. Oop, wrong button, it's still loading. No! Forgive me, this was on the spot. I just thought I'd start recording. I was just going to play this by myself, but I thought, maybe some of my members would like to see this game. It's pretty cool.
Behold, Prince Himric, you have arrived at the Plain of Bones, ancient graveyard of the dragons, to honor their dead and seek the wisdom of those still roaming the world. Few relics are left, for dark magic once took hold of this place. Furthermore, the dwarfs have committed sacrilege in seeking the dragon's treasures, wantonly despoiling their remains. You must punish their gold lust and purge them from their mountain.
I know what you're thinking. Why am I not dwarves?
Be on your guard.
It's because I've played the dwarves a lot, and I wanted to try a new faction in the game.
There is dark, ancient power to be found in the south. Though you may think twice before meddling here, it may be necessary. For in the distant ocean, a formidable black ark of the Druki has been spotted. Its business unknown. Noble dragon prince, these are wild and untamed lands, infested by greedy Dawi, twisted greenskins, and other more secretive vermin. Come what may, the Knights of Caledor must prevail.
Alright, so here we are, how they play. So this is how my faction plays. Again, there are multiple factions in this game, right? Tons and tons of factions. It is absolutely crazy. So let me pop up here really high up on the map. Right now, there's a lot of fog of war, so I can't actually see what's going on around the world. But as you can see, it's a very large world. And these are all locations in this large square. And I am here, right? I start in the Plain of Bones. I seem to have started with one city, the Fortress of Vorok. And yes, I am an elf faction. This is very unusual for me, my friends. Very unusual indeed. I always play the dwarves. In fact, I'm tempted to switch to the dwarves right now. But I'm going to resist that temptation, even though I love dwarves so much, because I've played them probably like 15 times. And each of these campaigns can take many, many hours, depending on if you're trying to just hit a goal or you're trying to conquer the whole world. You could put 20 hours into this. Again, I'm not going to make this video 20 hours, but you get to my point. All right. And again, since I'm sick and stuff, that's why I'm not doing my camera today. So, and it looks a little nicer as I'm not covering up buttons. You can see what I'm doing. So here we go. Let's see. Here is our general.
Calidor's champion.
What do you require?
All right. Sorry. Distracted there. So we have Imric, the legendary lord. So this is my main leader of my faction. Oh, I want to look at his stats. Here we go. Stats. All right, here he is, and all his elvish, stuck-upness. I mean, great leadership. Yeah, of course. And then let's see. He starts with some a weapon. You earn these. You can get armor pieces from doing things, and you get banner followers for events. And then I can go over to skills, and this is the skill tree. And basically, when you level up in fights and stuff, you get better stats. Here on the left, when you upgrade things, or you get better mounts. So right now he has a horse. Later he gets Minarith. Who's this? The loyal Drake. So this is a Drake I get to ride, which is super, super cool. And then when I have my Drake, I get like Dragon Pack, like a Fire Blast. So lots of cool things. But anyway, what we're going to do right now is, if I click on my base, you can see here Bone Plains. There are 3 locations in this area, right? So if you go up, you can see how there's lines around the area, but they're split into 3 places. So I need to take these 2 places so that I can make this, hold this whole faction area. Well, I'm a faction, but to hold this region, because if I hold the region, then I get to use this, there's a little region buff that shows up, and you get to choose like an extra specialty with those 3 places, like increased population growth or less disorder, so your people don't riot on you. But for what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to start upgrading my castle because I have the money. I'm going to upgrade this. It'll increase our income. These are the buildings where you upgrade your buildings and you click on something. And then I'm going to go to my commander here, and I'm actually going to walk him back into my border, because for some reason he's not in my border. Then I can use local recruiting. So the global, I would have to be out of an encampment. I'd have to be in encampment stance to get stuff. But I'm going to start loading up on some troops here that I can build. I only can have 2 at the beginning of the game. I can have spearmen and archers. So I can build 3 a turn, so I'm going to build 3 of those. And then that's all I'm going to be able to fit. So I guess we're going to go with that. That should be a good balance because I already have this spearman, a special white lion specialty unit, 2 archers. I have a dragon, and I have a dragon princess, which are on horses, basically. So just some guys on horses. So that's kind of cool. And then I also have this girl, who is, I believe, a mage. So she's like, there's 2 different kinds of commanders in this game. There's like assistant commanders that can't have an army, but they can be in an army. And then there's leaders that can lead an army. They're like the main generals, which also my faction leader happens to be that. So. But I'm going to have her combine into his group. So now she is there with him. You couldn't do this with 2 generals that are army leaders. They can't combine. But the ones that can't lead armies can all. You could have a whole set of 20. You can have 20 in an army. You could have 19 little generals with 1. Not very practical, even though heroes are strong in this game. Not having any units would probably be rough in a fight. Depends on what you're fighting too, but so here's the tech tree, guys. Military achievement. Every tech tree is different for every race and a faction. So I've never done this one, but I guess I can only start with this, so it's gonna take 1 turn to do. I guess we'll start with that. Alright, so now it says I have nothing left to do. There's an hourglass, so I'm going to click that hourglass and end turn 1. And it says next turn I'll get 1,100 and blah blah blah. I have it on speedy, so all the other computers are doing their turns. I put the game on normal battle, normal things, so I didn't want to be going too crazy on hard or insane. I did make the Chaos Invasion hard. What is a Chaos Invasion? Well, the Chaos Invasion comes probably at like turn like 150-ish. I don't remember exactly where, but what happens is this one faction comes from the north, and they're basically like monstrous, evil, demons, everything. They come from up here, and they just start running through the world. So, and there is the Empire, the Human Empire, and a bunch of other dwarves up here and stuff, so they'll help stop it. You know, it's funny, they want me to kill the dwarves, but I'm obviously going to try to ally with the dwarves, because I am a dwarf myself. Zollin Ironshield, your host and guide as always, and again, I can't even do my Zollin voice. All you got is your Voice of the Rings, normal voice. So sad. Alright, so now I can do my next research, capture turn 1, so let's increase our archer's reload time. Yeah, let's do that. That seems really good. All right. Can I? Oh, so I have more money this turn, so I can actually recruit more. I'm gonna recruit another group of archers, like that. We're gonna have some more archers, and then that should be enough to go and try to take this base from the. I believe, are these orcs? What race is this? Or are these? Oh, these might actually just be elves that are against me.
Approach a lord of the Dowie in such a manner.
Oh, okay. Oh no, these are dwarves. Well, I'm sorry, dwarves. I am going to kill some dwarves. But these dwarves are bad dwarves. We're going to try to align with the good dwarves. So we'll see how that goes. Sometimes they make it where it's very hard racial to, like, ally with anyone. But we'll find out. We'll find out. Oh, and everyone, don't forget, you should all have a nice hot cup of tea as well. That is always nice to have. I grabbed myself a nice little hot cup of tea and some ginger snap cookies. Delicious. Need some nice tea. Alright, let's continue our adventure. And again, normally you guys, I would have a video like this on my... Like, I'd probably stream it on Twitch. But again, as you know, I don't have internet. And I just wanted to get something up that I could put on for you guys, do something fun. Again, if it's not your kind of video, that's fine. This is more just chill kind of hangout kind of thing. You guys kind of can see this game. Alright, here we go. So, I was looking at diplomatic stuff with the dwarves. We're not going to be diplomatic with these dwarves. I would love to be diplomatic with these, but again, they already hate me. As you can see, they condemn war with some clan. I don't know who that is. I'm trespassing against them. Yeah, so okay. They don't like me. Maybe I can ally once I destroy these particular bad dwarves. Oh, we need one more turn, and then we'll be able to go on.
Greatest of the dragon princes. Son of the Phoenix. The last Phoenix.
Alright, so you guys, what we're gonna do now is that...
Look upon me.
Oh wow, see, look at how stuck up he is. He says we may look upon him. Oh my gosh, and his radiant elvishness. Dude, I'm gonna be like making fun of my own faction this entire campaign. Alright, again, we're on our campaign to destroy these evil dwarves. They probably work for Sauron too, that's the only reason we don't like them. Oh wait, wrong lore, wrong world. It's okay, still fantasy. Again, a little fun fact, the reason we have things like Warcraft, right, Blizzard stuff, and like Warhammer and 40K, all of this stuff is all like, everyone says that do those things, and Tolkien was the father of all of it. He kind of brought us that modern dwarf, elf, you know, orc, all those creatures. Alright, so I could auto-resolve this and instantly just destroy these guys with very little effort, or I could fight it and show you guys how awesome dragons are. Let's do a battle, shall we? Let's do one real battle. The first battle of the game, we'll do a real one so you guys can see the true glory and horror of this game. Okay, well, I do have a mod that makes it a little bit more bloody. It's an official mod. It just makes it a little more realistic when, you know, a dragon crushes someone. That kind of thing. Okay, you have to be careful. This unit here, these dwarves with these mohawks, they are like giant slayers, so I can't let them get near my dragon. They probably do a lot of damage. I don't know if one group would beat my dragon, but preferably like my dragon to go and harass their range hunters. Dwarves have a lot of artillery in this game. Also, Skaven, which are a type of rat sentient creature, are ridiculously powerful in this game. And when I say ridiculous, I mean stupidness of stupids. They're too strong. They're fun to fight, but they have massive numbers of creatures. They have magic. They have crazy spells. It's crazy. Anyway, moving on. We're at the battlefield, my friends, and the sound is just a little bit too low for my liking. We are just going to slightly bring up the sound because you've got to hear the battle sounds. Can I not do sounds? Games? Oh, there. Sound. Wrong one. All right. Let's just turn up that master volume just a tiny bit there. All right. Actually, you know what? You could probably go up a little more than that. Okay. Because I have it already balanced on my recording program. All right. There we go. So now...
The Dragon Tamer!
There, okay. He's the Dragon Tamer. There he is. Here's our general, right? So you can gamble, and what this means is there's these winds of magic, and your heroes will have abilities like they can cast things, right? He can target this on himself. This ability gives fire damage, imbues fire. Yes, anyway, it makes him much stronger in his charge. So he basically turns into a fiery ball of charging and just rushes at him. All right, so here's our units. They look very nice, very fancy. Look at that. Okay, these are my high stuck-up elves. I mean, high elves. Yep. Here's our archers, which I'm going to actually put behind. This game really likes to put their elf archers in the front. I mean, put their archers in the front automatically. So basically, when people come, they shoot, and then they run to the back. But I kind of prefer to just have my melee in the front, so I don't have to be doing flip-flop. So here's the positioning stage. So I usually make groups. So I will do my soldiers. Control 1 is how I put them into groups. Control 2, I'm clicking and shifting to click, by the way, for the people who've never played a game like this. Here's my heroes. I'm going to put them into a group. They're going to be their own units. These guys look pretty... Wow, these guys look pretty cool. Wow, they're just real fancy. Look at those. Look at their... Wow. You got a little dragon on the... I mean, lions on their shoulders. How dare they? I'm sure these furs are fake. Tell Peter that, everyone. And then here's our dragon. Well, technically, is it a dragon? Oh, it is a dragon. Oh, dude, look at that thing. Oh, this thing's gonna wreak havoc. All right, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's fight. Actually, I'm just gonna put these guys in a group 1. Oh, and our horses. We didn't look at our horses. Let's see how cool our horses look. I've never seen these. I've never played this faction, so I don't know what they look like. Okay, all right. That's pretty cool. Wow, very, very fancy coat of arms there. They got their little dragon drake, whichever one it is. He will make his ancestors proud. Yes. And elves in Warhammer fantasy, right? Because Warhammer 40k is a different time frame, right? It's more like space and like sci-fi. Versus regular Warhammer, like the fantasy is more like medieval, which I think fits our channel a little bit more, and that's the only reason I'm gonna let this go on the Lord of the Rings Excursion playlist. All right, let's kill some things. And again, I'm excited. I'll have much more actual Lord of the Rings content with stuff coming out soon. But again, I'm sick, so I'm just doing my best right now. Here we go. I feel just good enough now after 3 days though to play an actual video game. And that's saying something. Usually I can play video games when I'm sick. Not for the last few days, I couldn't. Okay. They are retreating that way. There is their dwarf hold. Well, actually it looks more like an orc hold they took over with those things on them. Alright, so we're just gonna slowly... They'll automatically run, but I'm gonna make them walk with this toggle down here because my guys will get exhausted and I do not want that to happen. I'm also going to turn off toggle skirmish mode, which means your archers will run if anyone gets too close. That can be very annoying. I will make them run if I think they should run. I'm going to get my horses going around the back. Dragon. My heroes. Ooh, whoa, I clicked the wrong button. It made everything go dark for a second. My apologies. Alright, let's do this. See, she does have an ability. She has Fireball. And it costs, Guess what type of it? It's magic missile, guys. That's an inside joke. I'm sure some of you can get that. Magic missile of the darkness.
Calador's chosen.
It's an old joke about that. I shoot magic missile at the darkness. Some like D&D campaign. They're like, what? You can't do that. He's like, yes, I can.
Power is yours.
Again, inside joke. Not many people are gonna get that. I don't know. Maybe you will. I don't know. I'm gonna make my guys go a little faster here. I'm not sure what they're trying to do here. Like, their lines look dumb, so what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start making mayhem with a dragon. Here comes Smog. I'm just kidding. So in reality, guys, too, for a little size comparison on this, okay, so this dragon's pretty big, right? Realistically, I would imagine size comparison to these people, that Smog is about 3 to 4 times the size of this dragon. Smog is huge in the lore. This is actually a rather small dragon compared to Smog. There are dragons of this size in Lord of the Rings too, but... And there's why you can see there's a little bit of blood and gore. Dwarves are like, get him! Oh! And this is why dragons are really strong. They're shooting at my dragon with guns, and he's taking a lot of damage from that. So, yes, dwarves have freaking guns in this. Little stinkers. Stop shooting at my dragon! Jerks! I'm sure some guns would have helped against Smog, too. Alright, this is not working out quite how I wanted it to, but... Oh! Oh! They got hit by a cannon. By the way, yes, the dwarves have some cannons back there. Where are the cannons? I need to get them. Right there. Alright, I'm going to pause it, because I want to reposition everybody. Those guys are going to go there. I'm just going to have these guys charge. Gonna have my leader go there. Dragon's gonna go over there, and then I'm gonna unpause, and they should all rotate to exactly where we want them to go. Go, troops!
Dragon Princess.
High Mage.
Prince Imric.
Oh wow, he's pretty strong. The main leaders of your armies are usually pretty impressively powerful. Quarrelers! I'm actually gonna have actually, you know what, dragon? Go for that. I need these archers to aim for those archers. Alright, here we go. Gonna have my dragons be taken on some... Get him, dragon. Oh, he has fire blast, dang it. I gotta get him in the sky. Like, the problem is they can't... The weakness in the game to make them balance is they can't take off unless they're away from units. It's kind of like what balances them. Now that he's in the sky, let's do this. It's gonna be amazing. You ready for this? Alright, get up, dragon! Oh, that was devastating for those poor fools. Oh my goodness. Alright, don't you run. What are you running for? Cast your fireball at them, quick! Well, she hit some of them. She's actually rather powerful.
Prince Imric.
Yeah, these dwarves are actually no joke.
Master of battle.
He is fighting their main general rather easily.
Dragon Princess.
I gotta get my dragon princess over here to do something. I'm gonna go ahead and let my dragon jump on those. Oh man. Must stink to be them. Alright.
It shall be done.
You'd be surprised, the controls in this game are actually rather challenging.
Death to all. Can I be praised?
Alright, these quarrelers, which are archer crossbowmen, know they are in danger. They are trying to shoot these horsemen, but it is too late. Yep, that's what I thought. Alright, that's a little too many dwarves right there for my liking. I need to help my general. And to do that, you need to take off, and you need to eliminate those people. Shit. That is just insane. That is so crazy.
The majestic. Never fail.
Onward.
Alright, throw a fireball into them.
Lakoy Soraya.
Woo! Nice shot. Alright, it looks like we've got some of them on the run. Looks like their general's trying to go for my back line,
Dragon Princess.
which I don't appreciate. Why aren't you killing these gunners? You have one job, dragon. Eat them. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Well done. Alright.
Phoenix Sun.
By the way, their health bars are the green ones over the tops of their things. You can also see them above their flags. And basically, they share a health bar, all the units. So you'll see a unit die, and that's their health going down. But
Attack. Orders received.
alright, they are on the run. I need my general to go for their general.
One mage. Very well.
Yeah, so they are definitely running for their lives. This is great. I have one group of elf archers that are total wimps and cowards and are running for their lives.
There is no
Traitors!
archers.
They got too scared. They took too much damage, basically. They lost there. As you can see, too, see how their health bars are really low? In fact, at the end of the fight, I probably won't even keep those guys. But it looks like we were victorious. But I could end the battle, or I could fire blast these dwarven miners just to make for good measure that they all are dead. Alright, there we go. I think we win. Alright. Anyway, that was fun. I probably lost more than the auto... So, auto-resolving in this game is very interesting, right? So, I lost 500 people. They lost more than me. But realistically, I didn't really position very well in that fight. My dragon got a lot of kills. I could have fought that a lot better. I just really wanted to fight it and show you guys. They had an army there and the reinforcements in the base, so they don't show both armies, but they had two armies of this. Yeah, so it's very interesting because auto-resolving will sometimes give you a way better outcome if the enemies are really weak, so you lose very little things. But if they're just slightly more powerful than you, usually doing the fight is better for you because you won't lose as many troops in the conflict, and then you won't have to heal them after. So now, for example, one of these troops, if they were low enough, they might just disappear. I might just lose that unit entirely, but otherwise I can heal them all up. There's also a way you can combine different units. So if I wanted to lower upkeep, and since they only got one, because you pay for each squadron of men, I could just like combine these to get all my units in one. But it's better probably to heal them all. So they'll just basically get people added to their rank. Their regiment of troops, should say. The only thing that's a little annoying about this game sometimes is the loading bars, which I will occasionally skip for you in the future. But I was explaining stuff, so it gave me time to explain. Okay. We are victorious! Alright, so a Pyrrhic victory. Not very good. But we did beat them all. They all died because they were in their base. They couldn't escape. And again, as you can see, I didn't lose any of my troops, so that's great. There's wins, losses. They definitely lost more than me. And I also get to take the place. So here's my options. Every faction has slightly different options of these, but they're all pretty similar, that there are 3 or 4 options. Occupy, which is basically you just take it over and there's a little bit of unhappiness for a while, right? Because you took over a city. a loot and occupy. The people really don't like you that took the city that still live there. And you get some money and you replenish some of your troops. Then there's sack, which means you won't even get the city. You literally just leave it there with the whole army dead, but they're still their base, and they don't like you, but you get replenished and you get money back. And then there's raise, which means you literally just destroy the city. And if someone, the city never goes away, as in someone could come over and recolonize and rebuild it, but it's extremely expensive. And it takes up a ton of your troops when you do it. So it's very not good for enemies when you raise their cities. But we're going to occupy it because it's going to be part of our empire. Alright, and I got a new person we earned from that fight. Here we go. A beard weaver. What? Someone has to ensure the cloak of beards is maintained. Dwarven runes. Huh. I don't know what that is. I don't really like the sound of that, actually. As a dwarf, I'm offended! Anyway, well, we beat them up. That's good. Alright, now we only have to take another 40,000 places. I don't even know how many settlements are in this game. There's probably at least... I bet there's upwards to 3 or 4. 3 to 3.5. 100? I don't know, something like that. Okay, so here's what's in it, right? You have our normal base. They have a... Ooh, Graves of the Dragons, which gives us great income. And then we have a Sea Guard place, which is cool and gives us Rangers. So we'll upgrade that. When you're in a base or in your land, but in a base is better, you will see how they have little plus things down here. Replenish. They are replenishing their troops. Again, I could take 2 squadrons of these, hold shift, and then click this button right here, and it would merge them together. But I want to keep the whole unit, right? But again, each unit is always a flat upkeep cost. So if you're running out of money with upkeep, let's say, and you have some wounded units and you don't want to be paying 125 each, you could take the little partials of these regiments and put them together and pay a less upkeep. That's how it works from a game perspective. Alright, I'm going to play more. Stop talking so much. You guys are like, stop talking. Besides, it's tiring me out. I'm supposed to be relaxing with my cup of tea. But you know me, I like to give facts about what I'm doing, or you guys are just going to be like, what is this game? Now, if you've played this game, I'm sure you love it, especially if you've played hundreds of hours like me. I played this through high school a lot, too. Well, actually, this particular one wasn't out, but I played Medieval 2 Total War, which was a based on our real history of our world, not a fantasy world. Which is also a great game. It just doesn't look quite as good as this game, because it's like 10 years older. Alright, so we have some... So I can give him Dragonhorn ability. So this is an ability, not a passive. Map-wide, the whole fight, he gets 24 melee attack, can cause fear. Ooh, okay, so that's a cool ability. I think I'll give that to him. And she also leveled up. So what does she get? I could just upgrade Fireball, or I could give her some other ability. Cleanse Corruption. Your Untainted is increased by 1. So Corruption gets... You get Corruption from Skaven... Oops, excuse me. Skaven and the Chaos. They give these corruption things that give unrest. So do the vampires, actually, in this game. There's a lot of different races in this. There is basically the main races in the game are the High Elves, the Dark Elves, the Lizard Men. I can't think of their actual name right now. The Dwarves, Humans, the Vampires of the Coast, which are both vampires. One's just like an ocean pirates. Think of Pirates of the Caribbean. And then there's the Chaos, and there's some kind of Treant Elvish people. They're like the nature faction. And there's a couple other little ones here and there, but those are the big ones. Yeah. I'm trying to think. I'm looking around the map, trying to remember if I skipped anyone, but that's about it. But there's lots of them. There's many different factions. Some don't like each other, even though they're the same race. That kind of thing.
Prince of Calador.
It's a little bit confusing, but we're going to go to turn 5. Again, see, like, so we've done 5 turns, we did 1 battle, right? And we've been playing for about 30 minutes. So, again, as you can see, this game can be quite a time-consuming game, even if you're trying to go through it fast. But that's not the point. It's a game. You're supposed to be enjoying yourself. So, again, a campaign can take a very long time, but it does have a very satisfying thing when you're like, I have fought for 100 turns and I've taken over 4 territories, and it gets fun. And then you get into like political. You can do the policies and talking to people. In fact, how many people do I know? Let me just click on someone here. And wait, up here, this little scroll. That's our missions, our events, known factions. Let's go ahead and just click on this high elf faction over here. Double click.
In the name of the king.
So they live way over here. We know them because they are a similar people to us. They like dragons. We're like a kindred family. So apparently we are already allies? No, we're not. Well, let's see if I can do a military access.
Most astute.
There we go. So that will now put up my... If I hover this, you can see now that we have a treaty with them, I'm getting more returns. So it's my total respect with them is going up to 26, which is pretty good. Again, if I look at the dwarves, you can see they're dropping rapidly because they hate me, because I'm fighting their other dwarves. But hopefully later I can be friends with them and be allies. And then there's some orcs over here. We'll have to go kill these. Unless it's a goblin leader, but you have to deal with him. Oh, orcs. I totally forgot about orcs. I can't believe I forgot that race. The most brutal and sometimes awesome race in this. And then we know of one Skaven clan that's over here too, which are the rat people.
Dare approach me?
Dude! Yeah, see, he doesn't like us either. They don't like us. Sometimes people are just prone to not like each other in this game. In fact, me and my cousin, we did a campaign where he played orcs and I played dwarves. And it was hilarious because we were allied and best friends fighting the world together. Dwarves and orcs, side by side. And again, orcs are a little different in this than Lord of the Rings, right? Than lore-wise. And they're different than Warcraft. In Warhammer's different. It's kind of like they're mid-ground. They usually just want to take over the world, but in this case, we were allies. And it was rather fun because, oh, we can get some cool new units. It was fun because everyone that was good hated me. Because, like, all the humans, all the other dwarves, no one liked me because I was allies with the orcs. And the orcs, oh, another faction I forgot about, the undead skeletons. Not just the vampires, but there's a skeleton army too. They're like the Tomb Kings, they're called. Like, think Egyptian, right? Like skeleton monsters. But it's funny because all the orc factions didn't like him, all the undead didn't like him, all because, you know, they're prone to be on the same side sometimes, not always. But it was just really funny because none of them liked us because we were friends. All right, we're gonna recruit Rangers. I'm gonna get some Sea Guard. They're more expensive, but they're a better unit. And these are also, these light archers are better units too. So I'm gonna go ahead and get some Sea Guard going. And then I think we'll do maybe some, I don't know, it'd be kind of fun to try these Rangers out and see what they're like. There we go. I think we're almost a full army now. See, that's getting up there. So we'll go ahead and do that. I think I'll have enough money to maintain that because there's a military upkeep you have to worry about in this game. And you guys are going to be like experts at this game now. Like, I've just like told you like probably a third of what you need to know about this game already. There's a lot of nuanced things you have to learn kind of while you play. Like for this is nice because you see your provinces and stuff. Here's your heroes. You can find stuff quickly with these tabs up here because sometimes it's hard. Our technology's done, so now we can start researching another technology. So I could make reload even better, or I can make speed of my spearmen, archers, and everyone better. That's pretty cool. My horses. Ooh, for LOTR Sea Guard. Well, spear wall, weapon strength for high elf weapons. I'm gonna go with the weapon strength, I think. No defense. We're gonna do the defense one first. Alright, what do we got? This is an event. The Disappeared Darkhold. The population in one of your settlements is gradually vanishing. On certain nights, whole ghettos or districts are left abandoned. The only clue remaining is a triangular symbol dabbled on a nearby gate or wall. Oh, that's not good. Something bad's happening. It's like a vampires or like Skaven, like Skaven are really annoying because they will build an undercity under your city because they're like rats, like sewer rats, but like they're also like mad geniuses. So they have like biotech and like giant machines and giant mutant monsters. It's not good. They're scary. Oh, we can build another building here. Sweet. All right. Well, let's see. What can we build? We already have that building. That one's already built. So what about? How about we do a population increaser? Yeah, we'll do that. So we can start increasing our population and getting our cities bigger. Basically farms.
Glory awaits.
Glory awaits! It awaits us, brothers! Let us get one more unit of those, and we will have a full army, and we will march to the Ash Ridge Mountains to the left there. It'll be awesome! By the way, music in this game is pretty cool, depending on whoever you're playing.
There is a place for you on the tip of my star lance.
Oh, they want a peace treaty with us. Well, what if we counteroffer their peace treaty with, let's see. I want to ask for their one place, but sorry, dwarves, we are not going to have that with you. Rejection? Yes, we did reject you. We're sorry for that, but you are kind of in our lands, and
Dragon shall wake.
Dragon shall wake. So now what I'm going to do is, I'm full build, but a couple of these guys still need to heal for one more turn, but I need to travel, and I can only travel the distance of this yellow. But my border is right here, so if I travel stay in my border, I will still heal a little bit.
Strategy.
So,
Compare.
yeah, exactly what he said, strategies, right? So now I'll still heal a little bit, because I'm in my border technically, but then I can attack this next turn. Well, it actually says next turn I wouldn't. Well, oh, this extra line, if you're wondering what this is, this extra distance, I can do a march stance called Force March. It basically increases my campaign range by 50%, but if anyone attacked me at the end of the turn, my guys would all be exhausted because they were running, basically, right, to get there, and that's really bad. When your characters get exhausted, they're slower, they don't fight as good. It's a no-no. You don't want that happening. It's not good. Not good at all. And again, you guys, if you do enjoy this and you want a couple more of these little excursions, I will have more stuff like this on my Twitch channel. And I've also been playing a campaign with my one cousin, and you can do 2-player in this, or you can kind of do stuff together. Only 2 people can play, unless you do like an online thing, but it's hard. But yeah, if you guys want to see that, let me know in the comments. We can me and my cousin can do some stuff. It's kind of fun to watch 2 people play, or. Fortunately, this isn't a game I can invite to do with a lot of other people because it's really kind of a solo or duo game. Alright, so this guy's trying to stop me, this orc hero, but I'm just going to ignore him and I'm going to go for their base.
The Star Lance strikes.
Alright, well, this is a very weak defense. This is just a generic garrison troops. I can encircle the city to build things to fight. I can break the siege. I can fight the battle myself. I'm going to auto-resolve because I'm going to barely lose anything.
I always do.
This elf is so full of himself, and if I play the dwarves, the first thing I do is to come crush this faction I'm playing right now.
They'll thrive under my rule.
Wow, this guy is so full of himself. It hurts to hear him.
You may look upon me.
Oh my gosh, dude, listen to this guy. First thing I do is I get a new leader. I'm just kidding. No, really, you're stuck with. So leaders can die, but you can revive leaders in this game. But I'm gonna let him be a stronger fighter. They die, but you can revive them. Ooh, what's this? She has new abilities: Flaming Sword Rune, Burning Head, Casting Fire Cloak. Let's do that. Oh, we have a new city. Okay, so now, sorry, I lost my train of thought. You can revive your heroes for a cost of money, but after they die a few turns later. But some heroes can't be revived until they get to a certain level and have the ability to be revived. But your main faction leader, that guy that I have right now, he literally, I could always revive him. But the girl one that's the minor leader, if she died without the ability, and let me see if she has the ability in her thing. I couldn't revive her. She'd just be dead. But there is a skill. That's wounding enemy heroes. There it is. This one. Immortal. So at rank 20, when she's level 20, if she dies, I can revive her. My main leader automatically gets that because he's my main faction leader. But other heroes, you have to get them to a certain level or you lose them forever. We're going to upgrade our manor, or basically a farm, to increase how fast our production is in our area. By the way, it helps the entire region because we just unified the plane of bones. So now we own this entire region. And as you can see, when I'm clicked on one of these regions, you can see I can go through them. They're all in this panel, right? So if I click on this other one the dwarves have over here, it's a new panel of them, right? But now that I have all three, I can go down here, see this little button down here in the bottom, and I can choose one of these because I own the whole region. This is why it's good to own the whole region. You can also tax the province now, which is nice, but it does put the public order down. So I might wait to tax the province. Oh, actually I have to. I'll go negative in money too much. So I could do Untainted, which would help with the public order. It'll make that go down a little. I can do Phoenix King, income increase, Reaver Patrol. That helps my campaign moving around. Construction cost of buildings and growth. Recruitment. I think I'm going to do construction costs, and I want my cities to grow. So, and every faction has different abilities. I go to the next turn, and then I'm going to attack that dwarf and try to eliminate this faction. If I can eliminate this faction, then I might be able to like be friendly with the other dwarves and become their allies, which is what I would like to do. And I'd like to go kill the undead and the dark elves and the orcs and skeletons and all those other more unsavory folk. But I don't know, man. The orc I think might be cooler than this high elf stuck-up boy. All right. Alright, we're gonna run around here.
Strategy beyond compare.
So as you can see, there's these different things above the bases too that kind of tell you. So this one's giving me 30 gold a turn. It's making me I'm losing 5 on public order right now. There's corruption, more corruption. So there's a third kind of corruption. There's chaos, Skaven, and vampiric corruption. And then Untainted adds to defeating all of those. There's the level of unrest in my town, so if this gets down too low, we'll basically have a riot, and an enemy army will come out, or they'll try to take my city, my own troops, basically. It's like unrest in the, in the peasants. Waiting for our turn so we can go kill these guys. Now, as you can see, this flag, his main army is inside this base. So he's going to have a garrison army in here, and he's going to have his main army. So, again, it's not a full army. As you can see, these little red things all the way full. So he's probably like 15 troops, 15 units, where I have all 20 units. But we will see. Oh, good. That upgrade is complete. We're going to next increase their defenses. And I think I can attack this turn. Here we come. Alright, so it still says I could win this with an auto-resolve quite easily, but I think this would be a fun fight to do, so let's do it. And we will eliminate this faction from the existence. Don't worry, we're going to skip this loading screen. And we're back, my friends. Past that loading screen, which is great. And look at our army is much larger now, so we're going to get all our archers together. Acknowledged! And then all our spearmen that are all melee units. And then here's our rangers. Let's what these look like. Do they look anything like Duodyne rangers? Not really. They're like elven swordsmen that dual wield. I mean, they look really cool, so... Pretty cool indeed. Alright, my leaders are ready. Her staff is a lot more glowy this turn around. You notice the winds of magic are lower? I can have up to 30, but it's lower. So, I'm going to go ahead and gamble, which means I wait a little bit and see if I get more out of it. My gamble did not pay off, and it says at the top, gambling never pays. This is a good lesson for life, everyone. Don't gamble. Gambling is not good. Alright, so I have less magic power to use now, but that's okay. My dragon doesn't need magic power to cast fireballs out of its giant, fiery mouth. Right, Mr. Dragon? Yeah. Okay, he's ready. So let's do this. Team 1, you're going to be on the front line. So, by the way, I'm click 1 for my group that I'm in with control, and then I drag and right click in this game to kind of like line them up where I want them. I could do it individually with units too, but that's not quite as easy or fun. Alright. These rangers are going to be like my elite unit with my heroes. So my heroes are going to be tier 3 with the rangers. And then my dragon. Alright, we're ready. Where are you? There they are. Come at us, dwarves. I don't know what I'm saying. I should be rooting for the dwarves. Look at how cool they are. Yeah, the dwarves look awesome in this game, you guys. I've always played the dwarves, by the way, almost always. This is very unusual for me to not be playing the dwarves. In fact, I will make another video in our Lord of the Rings Excursion where I'm playing the dwarves. Don't you worry. I will throw one of those out. And again, if you're worrying like, well, you know, Voice of the Rings, I kind of like your other stuff on LOTR content and all that stuff. Don't worry, I'm still gonna do all that. I'm not replacing. I would have played this game anyway. I just recorded it. Does that make sense? Like, I would have been playing this anyway. I just thought, why not record it and show my awesome members and fellowship members of Voice of the Rings? You know? Yeah. All right, battle time. All right, so. The archers will start soon. I think we will have our spearmen start walking towards the enemy here in a second. I want to flank. There we go. My guys have a little farther range than their quarrelers, it looks like, just barely. Ooh! Getting some good arrow raining in on those guys. Got some kills. Not every arrow kills in this. Yeah, I'm kind of raining arrows of death on them right now, but I don't want them to get too close to my archers. So what we're going to do is I'm going to pause it, and I'm going to have them attack the units in the right spots, because this is very important to have. Oh wait, Seaguard have... I didn't know Seaguard had arrows? Interesting. Very interesting. Are Seaguard archers, or do they have both? Missile and spear infantry. Oh wow! So they're an archer, and then they pull out spears, and they become a. They're probably just not as tanky as these guys, because these guys have shields, right? That's cool. I didn't realize that. That's very, very cool. Okay. Well. Problem is, I'm gonna kind of need to cover more area, so I'm gonna have these guys go for this group. Loth and Seaguard are going to aim for... I'm actually going to pull those guys there. I'm going to have my hero go for their hero. She's going to run here, and these rangers are going to go in there. These guys are going to go around the back, and Mr. Dragon is going to line up for some good kills. All right, there we go. Charge! And they got shields up. There's their general, who's looking very cool. Oh, that is not good what just happened. Those are called satchel charges. These dwarven miners carry satchels, and they only have a couple, but they can throw them, and they explode, and they do a lot of damage. They just did half the health of this spear unit, so... There's some more satchels. You see them throwing them? Alright, so it looks like my horse is in a good spot. Mr. Dragon, let's see, what's the best spot for you to unleash your fire breath of death? Oh man, those satchel charges are destroying my troops. That is not good. Oh, my leader is smashing. I'm going to do this, cause fear and buffs my team. Alright, Mr. Dragon. I think you'd be able to help this flank better if you do a nice little fire blast right there. You've got your target. Woo! That is never going to get old to see. That destroyed them, and now they're retreating because they're terrified, so that's good. You guys switch to these guys. Looks like my spear horsemen are doing great. Did we kill their leader? I think my leader might have killed him. Wow. There, I'm going to have my Seaguard move up. You hold Alt if they still have ammo, then they become melee units. Oh, let's see. Where is she at? What are you doing? What does this do?
Seeking the foe! Following Epua!
It looks like this is quite a sound victory.
Epua! Bend to my will!
comes the fireball. Is she gonna hit the ground? Oh no, she got it! Woo! That was a crazy good fireball. Wow! What a shot! Yeah, they are terrified and they are running for their lives. These guys are not terrified, and I do not appreciate it that they're not terrified, so you should be terrified. You should be running for your lives. Now I think they're running. I think they're done. Yeah, I think... Yeah, it is a dark day for you dwarves. I'm so sorry. My men are chasing them down. So I could chase them down and get more kills like this, but they're stuck in a base, and no matter what, they're all gonna die. That's how the game, it works like a risk game like that. Well, you've done very well, Mighty Dragon. You're a little beat up there, I see, sir, from a couple shots, but really you have full health. You just got a little blood on you. Maybe when you were killing things. I understand. Alright, well, I think we're good. There is friendly fire, so you have to be careful when your archers are shooting at the same spot as your horsemen. So we're going to stop that before I lose horsemen for no reason. Well, let's see the stats here. Alright, okay. Oh, look at our horsemen got a lot of kills in that fight, more than the dragon. I didn't land the dragon though that time. I thought his fireballs every 1 minute were better. Alright, their leader got no kills because he was fighting my leader and my leader killed him. My leader also got a kill off him and another 27 kills because he's better. She got 29 kills. I think that fireball she did was the only thing she shot, and she got 29 kills with it. It was a really good shot because it does matter with angle when you shoot abilities in this game, like even the fire breath and stuff, because it's long. So if you shoot at like the end of a group and miss, you might only hit like 3 or 4 guys instead of the whole group, and it's kind of a waste of your spell or fireball or whatever you're using. Yeah. Yep, and they're dry. Yeah, they got kind of owned. That's a pretty decisive victory for us. Yeah, it even says at the top, it was a decisive victory. We are so good at this game, my friends. It must be this Earl Grey tea I'm drinking. Makes everything better. I should have just skipped this loading screen. I'm sorry. This is the only thing that gets annoying about this game. It's loading screens. And I have a very powerful computer, and it has nothing to do with the computer, because I'll look at the stats on my computer, and nothing's overloaded, nothing's like the drives, everything's working fine. It's just this particular game takes a very long time to finish loading. It has nothing to do with computer components. I do recommend a higher level computer if you play this game. You want to play it on max graphics like this. It doesn't need it. Yeah, decisive victory. That was a utter annihilation. Not just that, we're going to occupy the settlement, and we got a new banner person for our general. We also destroyed that faction, I believe. The Silver Host. New faction we discovered. We heard about, probably. And yep, faction destroyed. Clan Helen. Helheim. We're sorry, dwarves. We're so sorry. Now we're going to talk with the dwarves over here and see if we can become friends.
Talk at me in your crude language if you must. I make no promises. Never.
Yeah, that's fair. That's a fair decision, Mr. Dwarf. Maybe in the future we can be more friends. I think they're kind of upset that we wiped out their dwarven kin over here. Hey, your dwarven kin took our lands, and they worked for Sauron. I mean, or did they? I don't know. Alright, we're going to increase income with that building, I believe, right here. I can also upgrade this base, which will unlock a new slot for Ashridge Mountain for a new building, and also to give us higher garrison, higher income, all sorts of things. But I'm going to upgrade this one because it increases our money. That's all the money I have. We've been losing the units, so these guys are going to heal up. We got a level up, so what am I going to do? I am going to the High Elf's position. I'm going to increase his speed and melee defense, I believe. Or am I going to make him weapon when fighting against Dark Elves? No, we're going to give him that. Or no, we'll just increase his... These are all upgrades to him as a hero. These are upgrades if I want to buff my army around me, which are also very good to have, but I kind of want him to be a good fighter in this game. So I think I'm going to give him the speed and armor. And then she also got an upgrade. We're going to give her... I don't know what Kindle Flame is. What does this do? Is it passive? No, active. If casting, effect, map wide. Kindle Fire, 15 seconds, 20% weakness to fire. Okay. She lowers everyone's strength to fire on the map, so maybe that helps my dragon then in the 20 seconds if he casts a shot. Maybe like that. This one is self-ground ally, so you can use it affects allies in range. So I just click an area and they get a fire damage and magic damage imbuement, and they get 25% more base missile damage or 30% base weapon damage if they're melee. So it's a buff for an area. So that's cool. Let's use that one. Sweet. Very, very cool. So as you can see, we've already taken up a certain amount of land. There is settings that I can change what we see on the map. Here's our faction. What climates are suitable for us. There's different climates for every place you catch. Right, you've got frozen. So I like frozen, mountain, temperate island, savanna, desert. Interesting, a lot of things. I don't like magical forests. I don't like temperate. I don't like jungle. Uninhabitable, wastelands, oceans, and chaotic wastelands. These are things like, this is the evil, basically, hell area of the north. Wastelands are just, well, you kind of figured it out by the name, wastelands. And the ocean is only for certain factions that are like pirate factions that can be on the ocean like a base. All right, well then, that was rather fun. Again, my friends, I think I'm going to go ahead and call it here because I'm pretty tired now, and I just wanted to have fun playing a little bit of a game, but yeah, I'm a little bit tired. So we will do, if you guys want me to do like the dwarf faction on this and do a little dwarf battling and show you some cool dwarves and all stuff, I will do that. You just let me know in the comments. This, again, it's just a little excursion just for fun. Again, please do check out our other main things, a LOTR Tale, a LOTR Adventure. That's our main stuff we do, a LOTR Tour, all those different ones. I might do some more lore videos in the future too on our LOTR Lore Master playlist, so check them all out. Want a quick little shout out and thanks to my Patreon there. You're awesome. I appreciate it. And you guys all have a wonderful day. If you want to join our Discord, you can join Patreon. It's just the cheap amount, and you can join our Discord and have some more fellowship with us. And also, don't forget, it is free to subscribe and like, and that does greatly support me, and I appreciate it. And you guys are all awesome. You have a wonderful day in Middle-earth. The subscribe button's going to pop up somewhere right here on the screen, and then over here in the top left, you're going to have the next playlist in this playlist, and our main playlist, LOTR Tale. You check that one out. All right, guys. You have a wonderful day in Middle-earth or wherever you are, and I'll see you in the next episode of Voice of the Rings.